Item: SCP-959. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-959 is to be sequestered in a 6 m x 8 m room at site with adequate furnishings and reading material for comfort within SCP guidelines. Only personnel who have passed psychological screening may interact with SCP-959. All personnel entering the room must obtain a copy of the photograph in the file tray next to the door as a reminder that what they are observing is, in fact, the phenomenon SCP-959 exhibits. This photo is to be placed back into the tray upon exiting. Any overtly aberrant behavior exhibited by personnel beyond mild revulsion must be recorded and said personnel transferred to other duties after further screening sees them fit to do so. SCP-959 is not to be given any food outside of the diet prescribed by physician due to recent diagnosis. See Addendum 959-A. Subject is not allowed outside of his room without an armed guard present at all times for protection and only during exercise regimen. See Addendum 959-A. SCP-959 is allowed standard personal grooming equipment and access to a razor and mustache wax to maintain his appearance so long as no signs of tendencies toward self-mutilation are shown. Under no circumstances is SCP-959 allowed to interact with other sentient SCPs unless for the purposes of testing and only by the express written approval of Dr. Dart. Under no circumstances are any personnel who were previously assigned to SCP-231-7 to be assigned to SCP-959 due to data expunged. More information see video attachment to incident report. Description: Subject's ability initially activated on 20 at airport during the boarding of flight 2. See incident report. The manifestation in question only occurs when a sentient being is looking directly at SCP-959. He then takes on the appearance of someone or something from that being's past memories that was the cause of greatest personal discomfort. This reaction seems to be completely involuntary and continuous regardless of whether SCP-959 is asleep or awake. Reactions to the manifestation have ranged from mild discomfort to redacted. Each D-level personnel exposed during testing reported seeing something different exclusive to that individual. See document 959-1. The area of effect seems to extend to approximately a 37-meter radius in all directions as long as the subject is within a direct line of sight. Manifestation does not occur when viewed through a secondary electronic source such as a camera. Mirrors, however, seem not to be a deterrent to the manifestation as data expunged, even perceived as mocking them. SCP-959 still sees a reflection in mirrors as normal at time of this report. SCP-959 is a 35-year-old Caucasian male with brown eyes, bald head, and brown handlebar mustache, standing approximately 1.6 meters tall and weighing 137 kilograms. These features can only be observed through cameras or in direct viewing at range due to the manifestation.